they have decided that Nkrumah's value should be reduced. They've decided that Nkrumah's contribution to the independence struggle should be devalued. But that is not possible. No matter how hard they try, that will not be possible. You understand? Now, they claim that Nkrumah was a nobody. They had formed their UGCC, and they went and invited Nkrumah. The first important question is, why did they go and invite a non-entity, somebody who has nothing to contribute, to become General Secretary, the center of the organization? Why didn't J.B. Nkrumah become the General Secretary? Why didn't Akufo-Addo become the General Secretary? Why did they have to go out to look for Nkrumah and bring him as the General Secretary? The answer is simple. They themselves knew their limitations. They knew that they didn't have the capacity to build the UGCC to struggle to defeat colonialism. So they needed a dynamic person who had the vision, who had the energy to do the job. That is why they went out, struggled, and brought Nkrumah and as the General Secretary of the UGCC. Now, it's important to recognize that before Nkrumah came into this country and was appointed the General Secretary of the UGCC, Nkrumah himself had been engaged in tremendous work. He had done a lot of work to accelerate the process of gaining independence, not just in the Gold Coast, but throughout Africa.
That's true.
You understand?
Yeah.
To start with, he was the leader of the West African Students' Union, which was campaigning for the total liberation of all of West Africa from the colonial yoke. And you cannot run away from this fact. You understand? Now, most importantly, in 1945, at the Manchester Congress of the Pan-African Movement, Nkrumah had been elected as the secretary. Okay? So Nkrumah was doing a lot of work already. Before, it was the work he was doing outside. It was the work he was doing in the United States of America, the work he was doing in the United Kingdom, the work he was doing with people like Nnamdi Azikiwe and so on, which caught their attention. So before the invitation came for Nkrumah in 1948 or thereabout to join the UGCC, he had already established himself as a principal fighter for national liberation for the whole of Africa, not just for the Gold Coast. And I think it's important that we understand that.